guys, it's Cece. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're playing some Raid Shadow Legends and we are going to do some shopping. I'm going to go over some of the things I'm looking to purchase for the week and why. Something that you can get actually without purchasing or anything is if you are a new player to Raid Shadow Legends, you can actually download the game by using my link down below or scanning the QR code on the screen. That is actually going to start your account off with a free legendary champion named Elenaril who will show up in your inbox on day 1. And at level 25, I'm also going to send you a Uugo. So what better way to start your raid journey than with some free champions? While you're at it as a new player, you should also enter the new player code within 72 hours of downloading. Enter the code Monkey King, get yourself Sun Wukong, who is another free legendary champion. As I mentioned, we're going to do some shopping in Raid today, and I actually have to blame you guys for this. No, I say blame, but realistically, it's something I've been considering, but it's actually having to start with He-Man. So He-Man is one of the new collabs that has come into Raid Shadow Legends, and you guys actually commented first asking me if I was going to get He-Man so I can showcase him, but also telling me I should get He-Man to showcase him because of the other champions that I had. And honestly, I've been thinking about it, I've been going back and forth, but then they released an event that has to do with He-Man's Soul Stones, so now I feel even more convinced to do it. So if you guys have not seen this, there is an event going on called the Path of Power where you can actually go ahead and you need to collect some of these points in here, but once you do, you're actually able to, let's scroll all the way down, see if you're able to get all of the points for it, which is going to be 35,000, but you will be able to get split soul for He-Man, which is going to make him even more powerful, and honestly, as a champion, he's pretty good. So yes, that first purchase I'm going to be making is the champion pass, which you do get some other really great stuff along the way, including some chickens, some gear as well, which hopefully is going to all level up really well. Fingers crossed, send me luck for that. But then of course we have He-Man down at the end, and you'll see I've already completed it. So we're gonna go ahead, get that elite pass and get He-Man. So be sure that you do subscribe so you don't miss out on the videos that I'm gonna be making with He-Man in the future. With He-Man himself, his first skill does attack an enemy and places an extra hit on enemies from the corrupted. Also fills this turn meter by 10% and fills their turn meter by an additional 2% for each buff on this champion. Skill 2 is going to attack an enemy. Before attacking, place a 50% increase attack buff on the champion for 2 turns. It's going to ignore Stone Skin buff, and if this attack kills an enemy, it's going to fill the turn meter of all allies by 30%. So we're going to want to make sure that we get gear on him so he's able to actually hit hard and kill. His third skill is an AoE, attacking all enemies. With the skill, I have the power. I love that they called it that, by the way. But the damage inflicted by this skill increases by 10% for each buff placed on this champion before the skill is used, and it stacks up to 500%. Resets after the skill is used. And of course, the passive increases the champion's attack and HP by 5% for each buff placed on this champion, which stacks up to 50%. Places a 25% strengthen buff on this champion for 2 turns at the start of each round. Also places a 25% strengthen buff on this champion for 2 turns whenever an enemy's HP drops below 50% after this champion's attack. Champion is also immune to petrification debuffs. And of course has an aura where it's going to increase ally speed by 28% in arena. So I do have other champs that have that same aura. However, looking at the skills, he has the potential to be so strong. And the reason I think he's going to fit really well in my team is I have champions that do provide a lot of buffs. One of my main champs, Cece, is consistently providing buffs on everybody. She is a great champ that's going to go hand in hand. But realistically, I have pulled a lot of really good champs recently that are really going to make him shine and have him do even more damage. I want to hear from you guys, your thoughts on He-Man, so comment down below if you got him and what you think about him. Next things I'm going to be getting are the ones that I actually do suggest. I think they give you some of the best value in the game. So we're going to head over to the shop, and if you go ahead and click on the daily and progression, you're going to see there's a ton of different packs in there. The one that I always suggest and I think is a very good value is actually the daily gem pack. So this is going to vary depending, of course, where you live for how much it is, but it gives you such good value. So for me, I can get 2,140 gems for $13.99 Canadian, and it is a very good value because if I go ahead and click on the bank and I scroll down and show you guys how much 2,025 gems cost, that's $69.99 Canadian. So right there, you'll see it's less gems for significantly more. So it's definitely worth it to go ahead and get the daily gem pack. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And this is going to be the next purchase I'll be making. Next, I'm going to swing over to the right for the daily energy pack. This is one of the ones that I am also going to be getting because I am going to be running through to make sure that I actually level up my He-Man, get him all ready, and make sure that I get enough points to do the Soul Stone, which means I am going to be running through my multi-battles and my energy like crazy. So this one is definitely going to be a necessity for me. All of this in the sacrifice for content, I do it all for you guys. So this one is going to be my next purchase. Those are the purchases that I'm going to be making this week. So be sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on my upcoming content with He-Man, and comment down below and let me know, are there any things that you purchase regularly in Raid? I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Next level.